How's it going? So Manico found a LCS. It's very interesting to listen to what this guy said. It's basically like LCS is scripted. They just all the games are already kind of. I don't know. I'm not in that conspiracy theory. I don't really watch LCS, but to be honest with you, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. But like, just listen. I'll link it in the description below. So, but
You've been through a few reverse sweeps before. How does it feel to do it again? Is this one different than the previous ones in the Gauntlet a few years back?
Well, I didn't really see it coming, but you know, the Riot wrote the script, so we just have to follow along. It kind of sucked to start 0-2, but you know, you guys told me we'd take the next 3 games, so I was fine with it.
Yeah, and Moon also playoff series victory for you coming back from 0-2. How does it feel to make it into the semifinals?
And after we were down 0-2, I just got like flashbacks to NRG where we got we got shit on 0-3.
You've been through a few reverse sweeps.
So I'll link it, and also he sent me this. I don't know. I personally don't like Tyler 1 because I mean, he's for children, right? Now it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not my cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just way too. I don't know. Like he is for children. Just in my opinion. Like it's just for children. So like, and he's also high school dropout, right? So I mean, listening to what he says is like kind of like going to the pub and listening to the most popular guy in the pub. You know, like I understand that he's the most popular guy. It's still a pub, right? And like, I don't know. It's like, I hope people understand what I'm talking about, right? It's just, but nevertheless, he also thinks it's not legit, right? I also noticed that in NBA, I was trying to find the video, but NBA like suffers from viewership decline. So what they're doing is they're basically, it's like, let me just put this guy. Okay. Referees are basically, they're like an extra player nowadays. So I noticed that I watched a couple of, well, I kind of peeked. I didn't watch. I just peeked on and to see if it's the same shit, and it was the same shit. If some player is trending online as being like, oh, the next like superstar, blah blah blah, he gets preferable treatment from referees. Like, if you're like one game I particularly remember, and they got a dude to play junk minutes. I mean, the game was over, but as soon as he got the ball, he got like travel. He gets the ball, foul. It's like, it was like unplayable for him. I'm thinking to myself, why are they doing that? That's because he's an unknown player and no one wants to see him. Like the viewership, there's probably some kind of statistic analyzed where, you know, the more the superstar has the ball, the higher the viewership. So they wanted the guy out of the game. So the game of basketball became it's not really a game of basketball, it's more like wrestling nowadays. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we're not really watching, I don't know, it's still basketball, but I mean, it's like, it's weird, you know? Because I thought to myself, holy shit, this guy is just a rookie, right? And he gets the ball, travel. And they had to take him out almost immediately. He spent time, like 10 seconds on the floor, and that's it, he had to go. Because then he was just standing still, and somebody like drove into the basket, and he somehow got a foul. I couldn't understand where the foul came from. And you have to remember, I was a referee for basketball for a year. Not a lot of experience, but I mean, I played basketball for a long time, and I was a ref, and I'm like, I watched the replay in slow motion. I was like, where exactly is the foul? So, I don't know. It's not fair game, in my opinion, to kind of rig this type of, like, rigging competitive is for viewership. I don't know. You see, I'm afraid that if companies keep doing this type of stuff, we gotta turn entertainment, I'm talking about like anything you watch on television or whatever, like monitor nowadays, right, into Hollywood, right? Hollywood right now, in my opinion, personally, is just dying. Like, it's just like I don't know anyone who is interested in going to cinema or watch trendy movies. Like we have, I used to be like super fired up to watch superheroes. Like I wanted to see Batman, I wanted to see Spider-Man. Nowadays, it's like, oh, another Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I already watched the movie. I didn't even go to the cinema yet, but I already watched the movie because it's gonna be. There's gonna be a love interest. There's gonna be some kind of bad guy with the same superpowers, Skybeam at the end. You know, it's like, it's so repetitive at this stage that it's boring. You know, it's just boring. And also when you watch something like NBA where a superstar drives to the basket and every single time he gets a call, it's like what? It becomes boring. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what am I even watching? Like, how's that? So the Phil Jackson one I wanted to kind of find, I couldn't find the video, is where Kobe Bryant was trending back then. It was like, I don't remember, it was like when Shaquille O'Neal left. I'm not gonna get into details, but he was trending, he was popular, it was like a decade ago, right? And they got to playoffs, and then they were coming back somehow. Kobe Bryant was like old. He was an old player. But they needed him to kind of look good because he was still selling a lot of jerseys. He is an old player. He was like in his like whatever age he was. It was like he was way past his prime. Way. It was time to give other players the spotlight. But because he was trending, the referees was like, and they asked Phil Jackson, how the hell are you coming back into the games? How are you still in the playoffs? And he's like, do you want me to be honest? And the reporter said yes, and he says, it's the guys with the whistles. Yep, that's the guys. That's the guys that are keeping us alive. And he got fined like 25. He got fined for this. He said it multiple times, but I can't find the video now because, I mean, you have to remember it's like decades ago. So it could have been deleted by now, but like I watched it and I was like, yeah, that kind of looks a bit rigged, you know? Where the refs are just like, it's not interesting at that point, you know. Anyway, I'll link this shit, this stuff, this Scheiße, in the description below so you can check it out for yourself, right? Yeah. Anyway, take care, bye bye.